This is a Fox News alert. Actor and comedian Bob Saget's shocking death was caused by head trauma. His family revealing in a statement he, quote, accidentally hit the back of his head on something, thought nothing of it, and went on to sleep. Going on to say no drugs or alcohol were involved. Here with what we need to know, Fox News medical contributor Dr. Marc Siegel. Good morning, Dr. Siegel.
Morning, Ainsley. Good to be with you.
Good to have you on. What do you think happened?
Well, you know, we don't know the autopsy, the whole report, and I am concerned that there's a lot of heart disease in the family. 3 uncles died of heart attacks. Father had 2 big heart attacks. But I don't know that that's what it was. It could be just the way the family is reporting, that he tripped, that he hit his head, that he didn't think anything of it, that he went to sleep. Unfortunately, if he had a bleed on the top of his brain called a subdural hematoma, which I think is likely, if you're asleep, you don't know it. And I would urge Americans out there, this is very common, actually, especially over the age of 60. And if he were on blood thinners, it makes it more of a problem. Over 100 people a day die of traumatic brain injuries, related injuries, and this is a very common thing. Now, what could you do out there if you get dizzy, if you have blurry vision, if you have a headache, if you don't feel quite yourself, if your balance is off, you know, or you just have a big headache, you could get seen right away, and we can do something to relieve the pressure on the brain. The big tragedy here, Ainsley, is if he went to sleep, he wouldn't know it.
You know, Dr. Siegel, many of us have hit our heads and we go about our day and we go to sleep at night. How do we know when it's serious, when we need to call the doctor?
Well, I always say err on the side of calling your doctor, err on the side of asking medical attention. But if you're discombobulated, that's the first thing. If you're not thinking clearly, that's the first thing. A severe headache, that's another issue. And if your vision changes at all, you got to get to the hospital and be seen. Or if you're dizzy and your balance is off, those are key signs. I don't want to tell people out there, if it's due to a blow to the head, it is so easy for us to check with a neurological exam and a CAT scan. Very simply, I can find out if you have blood, and if you have blood on the head, I can take the pressure off just by opening it and draining it. That works, and that saves many, many lives, and that's a big wake-up call here. He had COVID, by the way, in December. They're saying that's unrelated, but you can also get dizziness after COVID. Was he dizzy? Did the dizziness cause him to fall and hit his head? And you may think nothing of it, but if you get a substantial blow to your head, you should be seen.
What about foul play? Have they ruled that out here?
Yeah, they have. They've said that it's not related to foul play. It's not related to anything drug-related, as you say at the beginning, not alcohol-related. They didn't find any toxins. Again, they didn't reveal exactly what about his heart. I'm very curious about that, but there's no sign of anything other than that he's tripped and hit his head, which, again, happens very, very commonly, and it's something that has to be taken very seriously.
Yep. I know a lady who fell off a ladder, and she died as a result. She was healthy.
Well, you know, Ainsley, it's the #2 cause of death in the United States from accidental deaths is falling and hitting your head. That's unbelievably common after car accidents and, as you said, accidental poisoning. So we have to be on the lookout for this. And I think Bob Saget would want us to use his death instructively in that way. That be careful, especially as you get older. People that are older, they may think, well, I'm just like when I was 20, but you may not be.
Thank you, Dr. Siegel. Great information.
Thanks, Ainsley.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.